there was some news about Nord Stream, so-called diversions, right? About basically who blew up Nord Stream, and it's interesting that the New York Times um, did some garbage piece, right? That apparently some pro-Ukrainian group was pre- potentially was sort of potentially sort of participated in this like Nord Stream and Nord Stream 2 um, attacks, which is just so outrageous. Like, how in the fuck would any Ukrainians who are busy trying to survive on their territory would create such a fucking diversion? This is like this whole thing is so ridiculous and outrageous that I think like this is probably done. This whole sort of misinformation campaign is probably done by Russia to throw again some shade at Ukrainians, who obviously Ukraine right now um, relies on the partners, right? On the partners, including Germany, and Germany was the biggest beneficiary of Russian gas, and Germany was the country who spent the most amount of time thinking about actually helping Ukraine with like tanks and heavy ammunitions and things like that. Now, finally, seemingly, they kind of started to do that kind of stuff. Um, but it took them the longest, and obviously, like they have a lot of corrupt politicians. France has a lot of corrupt politicians. Italy, Austria, Germany, all of those kind of Hungary. Let's not even talk about them. Like Europe has a lot of corrupt politicians who have been, I'm pretty sure, influenced by Kremlin, maybe not directly, but indirectly through some various other means and whatnot. And so, like, who would benefit from this news spreading right now? And who would benefit from this? Like, okay, Ukraine goes, let's say, right? Ukraine goes and blows up Nord Stream. Who benefits from this? Like, Ukraine needs help from Europe, and now Ukraine has done great deal of damage basically to Europe, because now suddenly Europeans need to pay more or need to like reroute their whole like gas imports and whatnot, right? Like, why would they do this? On the other hand, you're Russia, you're Kremlin, you're Putin, you're this piece of shit, Peskov, whatever. You don't give a fuck really, and you're just saying, you're just showing off like this is our pipeline. We can do whatever the fuck we want with it. You think that you can continue supporting Ukraine? Well, let us show you what like a crisis means. And then they cut off the supply of gas, and obviously Europe has been reliant on Russian gas to quite a large extent. But guess what? Europe survived. They rerouted it. Norway, probably the biggest beneficiary of this fucking dumb shit that stupid Russians have done, because they right now supply like this. They basically the portion that Russia was supplying to Germany now supplies. Now Norway supplies it. Okay, Norway says thank you very much. So yeah, like it makes zero sense for Ukrainians to do this. Zero sense, because literally without them, without Europe, without European help, obviously without European help, without UK, USA, but I'm saying that like it's all allies. Why would you damage your own allies? It makes no fucking sense. And let me tell you, Ukrainians haven't been noticed, haven't been spotted doing absolutely brain dead and outrageous shit, unlike fucking Russians, both on the battlefields and in general in politics, geopolitics, things like that. It's Russians who have been spotted doing brain dead thing, like annexing Crimea, like starting the fucking full blown war, things like that, just to name a few. Trying to kill Navalny, whatever. So yeah, it makes no sense, and it's just like I don't understand like what New York Times, how they didn't vet properly that story. Why some Zeit, like some German Zeit, which time in German, how they also like threw some garbage, for some misinformation, I'm pretty sure there. I didn't get like super deep into that story because I know this is like Russian operation, like a, what's it called, like a psyops operation, right? Like to spread misinformation and to seed some doubt in the mind of the collective West, so to speak, that maybe Ukrainians are bad, they caused you a crisis, an energy crisis, when they blow up the Nordstream or whatever. Ukrainians have nothing to do with this. I guarantee you that. I guarantee you fucking that. Especially since it's Russia who has like really trained, quite a lot trained divers. Ukraine doesn't even have a thing. I don't think Ukraine even have like those divers who's supposed to, by these claims, blew up those fucking Nord Stream pipelines. Makes no fucking sense. Just makes no fucking sense. So yeah, just wanted to talk about that. Germany said that they are basically searching some kind of a vessel that might be related to those explosions, but apparently, like, they didn't disclose anything. They're just saying that there is some investigation going on. So, yeah.